Hello guys, welcome to our channel The Surgery Times. Myself Dr. Aditya Prasad Padi. Follow us in Instagram, Telegram, Facebook as well as YouTube, and also follow us in Concept Group of Faculties. Now today's topic is 23 clinical signs of appendicitis. All the signs in one place means 23 clinical signs you cannot get in one place. So I have collected it from various articles as well as textbooks in order to keep it in one place. So how to utilize this video? If you are an MBBS student, then it is very important, and also in clinical examination in the final MBBS the question will be asked as well as it can be come as long question. So kindly go to all the 23 clinical signs. Out of them 9 to 10 you might be know till now, and rest are all newly new for you. Okay, so remember all these, and I have described the mainly the headings you should remember, followed by the procedure. Okay, now next, if you are a PG student, then it is very important again as a long case or as a long question. Okay, and it is a fancy question also. It you can come across in the examination, entrance examination. Okay, NEET or any central institutes. Okay, examination. So it is very important. Go through this slide 2 to 3 times this video. Okay, and also make a note or add it into your notes so that it will be helpful for your future. So let's start the topic. All the clinical signs I have described over here, out of them 9 to 10 you know. So let's start. First is, and I have arranged in a sequential manner, alphabetical orders. Okay, so that it will easier for you to remember also. First is Aram sign, Alder sign, Arapov contracture, or Rosenroha sign, Bartomier Michelson sign, Bachelor sign, Bastero sign, Blumberg sign. Okay. Next is Brian sign, Cope's obturator and Schwarz test, everybody know. Dunphy sign also you might know. Lockwood sign, Merkel sign, Massaw sign. Next is McBurney's point, Murphy's triad, Perman sign, Roxing sign, Seren triangle, Sitoki sign, Volkovic-Kocher sign, Vos-Kerensky sign. Okay, so out of this, the Murphy's triad I have mentioned over here because one clinical sign is over there in the Murphy's triad, that is pain over the right iliac fossa. Okay, so this is only important. Otherwise, I have mentioned over it in order to remember all the clinical signs in one place. Okay, so first is Aaron's sign, that is refer pain felt in the epigastrium. Okay, upon continuous pressure over the McBurney's point indicates chronic appendicitis. Okay, press over the McBurney's point, pain over the epigastrium, Aaron's sign. Next is upper contracture, pain over the pressing over the right iliac fossa. Okay, and reflex contracture of the right hip. Okay, by pressing over the right iliac fossa, there is reflex contracture of the right hip is known as Arapov contracture. Next is our Rosanova sign. Very simple. Here it is shown the lumbar triangle. Okay, of Petit. That is inferior lumbar triangle. Okay, so if we are pressing over the inferior lumbar triangle, the patient will feel pain over the right iliac fossa, and this is typically in case of retrocecal appendicitis. Okay, and the sign is over Rojanova sign. Next is Alder sign. Okay, it is basically to differentiate whether the pain is uterine origin or not, or extrauterine origin. Simple, pregnant lady. Okay, just one minute. Pregnant lady in supine position. Okay, supine position. Now palpate the abdomen. In the maximum point of pain, just turn the patient to opposite side. If the pain lessens or disappears, indicates uterine origin. If still the pain remains fixed or unaltered in the same place, then due to extrauterine pain origin, because already uterus is shifted to opposite side. Okay, if the pain lessens or disappears, then it might be due to leiomyoma or concealed hemorrhage. Whereas if supposed to be extrauterine in origin or pain remains unaltered or fixed over there, then that may be due to right lower quadrant pain. Differential diagnosis like appendicitis, ovarian torsion, diverticulitis, etc. Now, Aldous referred this is sign of fixed or shifting tenderness. Okay, so this completes Alder sign. Next is Baldwin sign. Okay, the all the signs I have discussed over here. Okay, it is more or less similar to each other. Okay, and there may or may not any cause over there. Okay, because one scientist have seen that by lifting this leg, the pain over suppose over there, then according to him, the sign is. Okay, so next is Baldwin sign. Okay, as shown in the picture, the legs lifted in extended position. Okay, and pain over the flanks when pressed. Okay, leg extended, pressure over the right flank. If pain present, then indicates acute appendicitis. And basically, it is positive in case of retrocecal appendix inflammation. Next is bachelor sign. Just pinch or compressing or pinching the appendix between abdominal wall and iliacus. Just pinch or compress the abdomen over the right iliac fossa, and if it is pain present, then indicates the appendicitis, and it is mainly positive in case of chronic appendicitis. This is bachelor sign. Next is bastardo sign. Bastardo means bastard. Okay, bastard people can dilate the colon with air. Okay, like this you can remember, because none of normal person can dilate the colon with air. So remember like this, dilating the colon with air may cause pain over the right lower quadrant. Indicates chronic appendicitis. Next is Bapper's bed shaking test. Okay, patient lie down over the bed. Okay, so like suction class we are examining, just shake the bed. And if the pain is aggravated, it indicates there is presence of appendicular abscess or localized peritoneal exudate from other causes, like other causes of peritonitis. Next is Bartomer Michelson sign. Increase in pain on palpation of the right iliac fossa. Okay, pain increases on palpation of the right iliac fossa in left side or left lateral quadrant, then supine. Left recumbent position, then supine position. Okay. Next, Blumberg sign. Just deep press, then leave it. Uh, and it is otherwise called as releasing sign or rebound tenderness. Okay, it indicates appendicitis, and sensitivity is 81%, specificity is 49% in diagnosing acute appendicitis. Next is Brian sign, as shown in the picture in case of uh, pregnant lady. Okay, pressure on pregnant uterus from the left side. Okay, if we are applying pressure over here, then pain over the right iliac fossa or central abdomen or middle quadrant, then presence of appendicitis. Okay. Now, Cope's apparatus test, everybody knows this, or thigh rotation test or apparatus test, otherwise called as. Here, the leg is flexed with the hip and knee joint at 90 degree and internally rotated. The thigh is internally rotated. By this, there is irritation of the obturator internus muscle occurs, and if there is perforated appendix or there is inflammatory fluid in the pelvic abscess is present, then the patient elicits pain over the right iliac fossa. Okay, here the article says the sensitivity is 8%, whereas specificity is 94% in case of diagnosing acute appendicitis. Next is Cope-Swas test or iliopsoas rigidity or psoas extension test. Otherwise, it is called as Obraztsova sign. Okay, as shown in the picture, the leg is raised in extended position. Okay, and by this, the patient felt pain over the right iliac fossa. It indicates presence of retrocecal appendicitis or primary or secondary Schwartz abscess. Next, Dunphy sign, as shown in the picture. Ask the patient to cough. If he or she pointing there is pain over the right leg or right lower quadrant, then presence of acute appendicitis is suggested. Lockwood sign, as shown in the picture. Whenever we are going to examine the abdomen, first keep a pillow below the head and ask the patient to semi-flex the leg so that the abdominal muscle will be relaxed and the abdominal examination can be done easily. Okay, by this, the surgeon is sit in the right side and palpate the with 3 fingers. over the right lower quadrant or right iliac fossa. And by keeping or pressing with 3 fingers over the right iliac fossa and wait for 1 to 2 minutes, okay, and if he feels a trickle of flatulence passing his fingers, it indicates chronic appendicitis. Okay, only this much. Next is Merkel sign or heel drop jarring test, as shown in the picture. Ask the patient to stand over the toe and next drop the heel. Okay, by this he can feel pain over the right lower quadrant, indicates acute appendicitis. Next is Massa sign. Okay, examine first from the epigastrium towards the left iliac fossa and then towards the right iliac fossa. Now, while pressing the right iliac fossa, patient grimace, okay, and not towards the left iliac fossa. Then it indicates presence of appendicitis. Okay, next is McBurney's point. Everybody knows this. It lies 1/3 distance laterally on the right spino-umbilical line. This is the spino-umbilical line, umbilicus and ASIS. Okay. Next is Perman sign and Ropsing sign. First, I will tell Ropsing sign. Okay. By palpating the left lower quadrant, pain elicited over the right lower quadrant is Ropsing sign. Slight variation in Perman sign. On palpating or pressing the left lower quadrant, there is pain over the ileocecal tract of right iliac fossa. And this is the only difference in between Perman sign and Ropsing sign. So remember this much. Next is serine triangle. It is very familiar to all of you. The 3 points that one is umbilicus, one is ASIS, one is pubic symphysis. The line joining forms the Seren's triangle. Okay, hyperasthesia in case of acute appendicitis as well as cutaneous hyperalgesia is observed by stroking or gently pinching over the area of Seren triangle. It indicates, okay, that there is presence of perforated appendix or gangrene appendix. Okay, if well-marked superficial tenderness disappears, okay, then in patient of appendicitis, then it is a sign of perforation or gangrene of appendix. Remember this one. Next is Sitkovsky sign or Rosenstein sign. Here, when the patient is changing from supine to left lateral recumbent position, the pain over the right iliac fossa is increasing. This is Rosenstein sign or Sitkovsky sign. Next is Volkovich-Kocher sign. Appearance of pain in the epigastric region or in the surrounding the stomach region in the beginning of the disease, followed by it shifts towards the right lower quadrant or right iliac fossa, is nothing but Volkovich-Kocher sign. Next is Vosk-Kerensky sign. Here, as shown in the picture, the patient lies for the abdominal examination already described and put the dress up to the lower end of the abdomen. Now, the examiner will examine the abdomen starting from the epigastric region and swiping with 3 fingers towards the right iliac fossa, and the pain exaggerated towards swiping of the right leg fossa, and it is indicating of acute appendicitis. That is positive sign for that is called as Vosk-Kerensky sign. Okay, so these are the 23 signs of acute appendicitis I have described, collecting from various articles. If any new one or you came across out of these, then you can mention in the comment box. You are very welcome. And don't forget to subscribe our channel, The Surgery Times, in YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, as well as Instagram. Okay, so see you with our next video. Till then, thank you and goodbye.